first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Let's go. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Option play, here's White. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Throw, Howell. He'll buy some time right. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This one now in their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First down, here's White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
They'll go play action. Howell. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Well, he's caught the sideline, but he's not getting the first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try it for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Monroe. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got a 1st down as he's out to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Right back to Mitchell here. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. The Cowboys 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
On 1st and 10, Monroe looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 45-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Off the play fake, Monroe. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, They got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
27 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down, Howell now.
Eluding the pressure right. And a reception made by Green. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Off-play action. It's Howell.
Rolling to his left. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career of this rookie quarterback. His guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Monroe. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll go down. It's a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the 31-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
Operating from the gun. Monroe. And he's got it.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew.
54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Second and 10, Howell.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Howell.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing here, Howell. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Howell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Howell out of the shotgun.
They'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Al now to throw it.
Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Faking the handoff. Howell
Out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll run to right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the turn and run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go with White on the counter. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now back to the ground game with White.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And Howell will throw it.
This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Cowboys nothing. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Third and 5.
Now it's the backup Darnold.
He'll flip this out to Evans.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be fourth down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Michael Gallup, touchdown.
Michael Gallup, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll make it 24-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Howell looking to throw again.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darnold now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.